Hey, what's happening, folks? Monkey Mike back here with Monkey Wrenching. And as you can see, the car has made a bunch of changes again. So I've got all the wiring all taken care of. Everything's nice and tucked away and sealed up and done. The car does run. Runs good at the moment. I've got it running on Speedy EFI, not on the stock ECU. You can see that we pulled the cross intake off, pulled off the AFM, which is right here. So no more AFM. And I'd love to start it and run it for you, except for I got full head of steam and decided to get rid of the sparkles and go with some green. Now, personally, I think it looks good. I think it looks real good. I did this without masking or doing anything at all. I just started kind of running through and painting the entire car. So I went to the hardware store real quick, grabbed some plastic, some tape, kind of getting things taped off. You can see I've got that pulled up so we can just get a quick spray right there. And then I'll probably just sit it back down. I've got everything taped off here. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at. You can see there's still some things to button up inside. I've got a few more goodies coming from Amazon that should be here today. Mainly just some rocker switches. I need to kind of get some things lined up with. I need to install a switch to turn on and off the ECU because currently it gets full power all the time. The wiring issue that I showed you guys last time. So the issue caused is the ignition wire, or the wire that gets the signal from the ignition that tells the ECU it can turn on and all that junk, it got cut. So the dude at Speed EFI, super awesome. He he soldered in a jumper and made it so that it works all the time. The problem is now that anytime the car has power, the ECU has power, which means it just sits there on. So we need to make a way to cut that off without cutting all the power to the vehicle all the time. Otherwise I'll lose, the presets for the radio, and that's really all I'm concerned about. That and other things that I want to turn on and stay on. Like, I want the AFR to turn on and stay on during cranking and all that stuff. I don't want it to hit the, get ignition power, and anytime that I turn on the ignition, it cuts out and dies. I'd rather just let it draw that tiny bit of power to have it powered on so that when the ECU starts up, or when the car starts up and the ECU sees everything, it gets an actual reading of the wideband from cranking all the way up. So it knows if it's dumping too much fuel and things like that. Otherwise, yeah, goodbye sparkles. We're not doing this no more. We're going to start heading into the green. I've almost got it completely masked off. We still got to do the hood, as you can see that there. So basically I need to finish covering the windshield. And that's really it. Seal up this last little part right here. You see it's just kind of laying there. So we just need to go around that corner. Hit that right there. Cover up the wheels. And we can pray and spray. Because that's what I'm calling this. This is definitely pray and spray. We're just hoping that it comes out good and doesn't look like that with a bunch of streaks. Hoping it looks like this. Because that looks way better. I need to do something about finding like a grill or whatnot so I can actually hide that. That looks kind of hideous. I don't know. We'll see. I just wanted to give you guys an update, show you where we're at. So let me get to work, get some progress happen, and I'll come back and let you know. And welcome back. As you can see, it's kind of done. Kind of? I don't know. That's about the best we're going to get. Yeah, I think it looks pretty good so far. The only problem is that this side, the stupid dog brushed up against. There's just a whole bunch of, I don't know if you could see it. Probably can't see it. You'll see it in the light tomorrow. I think I'm gonna pull all junk off. We'll put the top up. We'll give it a light sand, a wet sand. I guess we'll just have to call it good. I mean, dude, I got less than 24 hours to get this car ready to go. It runs and drives. I put the wheels on, torqued them, but we got to torque the spacers down too, which means that today, Thursday, I need to drive this car at least 50 miles, take the wheels off, torque down the spacers again just to confirm it. And then I guess I could bring the torque wrench with me, but I got to do 50 more miles. I got to tune the car because, we have the base tune on. We have auto tune, but that's not the greatest thing to do in the world. So I guess we'll tune it as we drive. That'll be cool. Darren's in the same boat. So Darren just got his all installed yesterday, Wednesday night. He got most of his installed and he's putting the car back together today. He's got half the day off. I have the whole day, but I have my kids with me. Thankfully, that gives me a little bit of leeway because I don't have to just constantly stare at them. They're not completely inept. They can kind of take care of themselves just a little bit. So 10, 15 minutes here and there, I can come out and kind of mess with the car. Like I said, I'll get it wet sanded, and I don't know. I'm just kind of trying to let it dry as much as I possibly can. You can see the hood really didn't take the clear very well, even though I put pretty much 2 cans worth on the whole entire car. There's just a lot of dust today, which sucks. That's whatever. And then it's pretty cool outside. I got a couple spots where it bubbled up. Now, mind you, I did not prep this car at all. Yeah, you can see another spot right here. Kind of sucks, and it lifted a bit. But, oh well. It's not the end of the world. I don't really care that much. Like I said, I'll probably give it a wet sand. Maybe throw another clear on it. And then just be done with it. This right here drives me nuts. So I'll probably just put a bolt here and a bolt here and just hold it down. I'm not really sure. So I don't really care that much. I just threw some self-tappers in here. And it's good. It's not all floppy like it used to be. We need to put the quick disconnects back on the bumper. You can see it's kind of saggy a little bit there, but that's whatever. And then otherwise, I just need to put the stereo in. I've got some headrest speakers I got. So I bought some really, really cheap. They were next day shipping. They cost, I don't know, $15, $12, something like that. And they're just some testers. And I'm going to see, because I have an amp in there. I've got a 10-inch sub hiding right there in the box. I'll probably just throw it in the footwell. And then we'll hook up the door speakers, hook up the stereo, and then I'm going to hook up the AFR to its own rocker switch, maybe. And then I'm going to hook up the ECU to its own rocker switch for sure. And then, we could probably start to get this stuff pulled off. I don't really see the point in leaving it on to wet sand because the car needs washed and waxed and whatnot anyway. We'll do our best to give it a nice little prep. Nice thing about clear is that, I can leave the top up and just give it a really lame mask over. See, the bumper's a lot more solid now as well. Just the whole car is kind of coming together now. So yeah, that's where I'm at the moment. Like I said, I got 24 hours to get this car together, and then we are off. So that's going to be it for right now. I'll try to get you guys an upload. Oh, that's just paint. Okay. I'll try to get you guys an upload before I go and let you know the state of the car before I actually leave. I'll see if I can't get some driving footage today. I got the cameras and everything all charged up. Um, all the memory cards are pretty much ready to go. And it may not be anything fancy. I'll get a pole or two. I got a little cheapo action cam that I'm gonna give a try. That way if something happens, it breaks, it falls, somebody steals it when I sit out on the side of the road and I can't make it back in time. That's always what I'm worried about. And I see a lot of people, they set a tripod out and they do a drive-by. Where I live in the middle of nowhere, if I go, drive off down the road, somebody could very easily just pull over and be like, look, a camera, and, and then I gotta go chase them down, and that part would be fun until I had to deal with them, which also might have been fun. But anyway, I digress. This is where I'm at, and I definitely need to clean the wheels up. Just give them a little sparkle, maybe. I'm not going to win any beauty contest. I'm glad that it's not primer gray with sparkles and miscellaneous red and all sorts of other terrible things. I just want it to last long enough to not look terrible for the corkscrew shot. I've been waiting to do this my entire life. So this is just pretty cool that I'm even getting to go to Laguna Seca. And I'm really hoping this will kind of help me, get the track itch and start actually taking it to road courses and things, and see if we can't get this thing to just put down some decent times. We'll get a turbo on it when we come back and all that junk. But anyways, cut it short instead of sitting here just rambling. I will see you hopefully tomorrow. If not, I'll try to upload something from the hotel and just let you know. We're going to try to make it to the sunset shot tomorrow, which is somewhere around, I think, 6:38. There should be a fair amount of other MX-5s. So thanks for watching. Peace.